Open your book to page 198. Today's lesson is on solving money problem. So let's go to example 7. First, let's go and read the problem to get an idea what this problem is about. So example 7 says, Pete has $115 in his wallet and all the bills are $10 bills and $5 bills. If his wallet contains 17 bills altogether, how many $10 bills are there and how many $5 bills are there? So read the problem first to see that this is a money problem and this involves $5 bills and $10 bills. So what you need to do is set up your variable. So let's go and let T equal to number of $10 bills. And then F equal to number of $5 bills. You want to set up the variable to answer the question because the question asks how many. So you have to set up variable to equal to number, right? The number answer the question of how many. So once you set up the variable, then you can go back and read the equation. So it says Pete has $115. So that's how much money. So that's the value. So to get a value, you apply what you know from the previous lesson, that you're going to get 10t because each bill is worth $10. So it's $10 for each bill times number of the bills will give you the value of $10 bills plus 5f. So this is the $5 for each bill, and then this is the number of $5 bills, and this will give you a total of $115. So this is the equation based on the value. The next, you need to go ahead and go to the next sentence. It says if his wallet contains 17 bills. So this is based on how much. The next equation is based on how many. Okay. So there are a total of 17 bills. That means the number of $10 bills plus number of $5 bills equal to 17. So now you need to go and use the elimination method from chapter 12 because the two equations look similar. So, and you want to eliminate the lower variable, make it a little bit easier. So you want to eliminate the f. So go ahead and multiply by -5. So you get -5t minus 5f equal to -85. And you put this underneath here. So you got -5t minus 5f is equal to -85. When you add the two equations together, you get 5t is equal to 30 divided by 5 divided by 5. So t equal to 6. So there are 6 $10 bills. Then after that, you can use any one of the equation. It seems that this is easier equation, so let's use this one to solve. T equal to 6. Substitute that into here. You can put substitution in the parentheses. So substitute 6 into the t, and then you minus 6 on both sides. So f equal to 11. So there are 6 $10 bills and 11 $5 bills. Next, let's go to example 8. Example 8, again, let's go and read. So it says Diane has a $3.20 in nickel, dimes, and quarters. If she has 7 more dimes than quarters and 3 times as many nickels as quarters, how many of each kind of coin does she have? So over here you have nickels, dimes, and quarters. Again, you need to set up your variable. So that n equal to number of nickels. So n equal to number of nickels, and that d equal to number of dimes, and the q equal to number of quarters. So make sure you set up your variable, give a name that is easily recognizable. So n, nickels start with n, so use n. Dimes start with d, so everybody that when read this, they can understand very easily. So don't use like x, y, z or abc. Okay? So you can use the letters that relate to the variable that you're representing. Okay, so now let's go and read. Okay, so it says Diane has $3.20 So there's a total value for nickels, dimes, and quarters. So let's go and write the equation on the value. Again, you're going to get 5n plus 10d, right? 5 cents for each nickel times number of nickels plus 10 cents for each dime times number of dimes plus 25 cents for each quarter times number of quarter. And this is equal to total of 320 cents. Because these are cents, so you have to make this into cents. The next part you need to do is you need to translate the next part. So when you translate, again, you have to write down exactly what it says. So like this over here, so look at the next sentence. If she has, so over here it says if she has 7 more dimes than quarters. So when you have 2 items, move this item to the beginning. Move the first item to the beginning. So when you move the dime to the beginning, so this becomes D is, has means equal. So you can move the D to the beginning. So D and has is same as equal. 7 means 7. More than, and remember time got moved, right? So that's normal. So it's more than means plus, and quarter means Q. So that's your equation. Next one, it says, and 3 times as many nickels as quarters. Again, we have 2 items, move the first item to the beginning. So over here, when you move the nickel to the beginning, so you got N equal, I move the nickel to the beginning, so N equal, so 3 means 3, times means multiply, so 3 times quarter, so it'd be 3Q. So you can move the first item to the beginning and make it equal, right? So nickel is 3 times as many as quarters. So nickel is 3 times as many as quarters. So again, let's go back and review this one here. When you have 2 items, move the first item to the beginning. So when you move, it becomes D is 7 more than, remember the time is got moved already, right? More than quarters. So that's how you translate. So now let's go back to the problem over here. So those are 2 equations, 2 more equations that you get. So you're going to get D equal to 7 plus Q and N equal to 3Q. So what you need to do next is, now you have 3 equations. You need to go ahead and use the skills that you learned from chapter 12. So these kind of equations are for substitutions. This kind of equation is for elimination. Right? So you got 2 substitution equations. So you need to go and substitute into here. So over here you got N, over here N equal to 3Q. Right? So N equal to 3Q. So substitute that. And whatever you substitute, put in parentheses, 10, and D is 7 plus Q. Next step, go and multiply everything out to get rid of the parentheses. So you got 15Q plus 70 plus 10Q plus 25Q equal to 320. Next step is to combine the like terms. So 15Q, 10Q, 25Q. So you got 70 plus 50Q equal to 320. Let's get rid of the 70, so minus 70. So you got 50Q equal to 250. Divide by 50, divide by 50. So you get Q equal to 5. So there are 5 quarters. So once you find Q, you can come over here. You can substitute to look for the other 2 variables. D equal to 7 plus Q, which is 5. So D equal to 12. So there are 12 times. Now let's go and look for the nickels. So N equal to 3 times Q. So Q is 5. So substitute. So N equal to 15, and that's it. So you got 15 nickels, 12 dimes, and 5 quarters. So let's go and do some practice.